guys, it's October 7th. It's my first sit of the year here in PA. I've been dealing with a lot of medical issues. I got shots put in my shoulder and in my elbow, and my dad just went through heart surgery, and just had a lot on my plate, so I haven't been able to get out. Got a couple of nice bucks on camera. Seem to be doing the same thing, pretty much on this wind every time. So we got this cold front to come through. Temperatures have dropped almost 15-20 degrees. So hopefully they'll be on their feet moving a little bit early, so I wanted to make sure I was able to get out tonight. But first sit of the season, I love being out here. Stick with us, you're watching Inception TV. Guys, it's Monday, October 10th, here in southwest Pennsylvania, and I got my best friend Joe Sharek here with me tonight. I'm going to film him, hopefully kill a nice one. There's a pretty decent 8-point, a really nice 8-point, nice 9-point, and a pretty nice 10-point, all been in here. the 9 point's been pretty much, him and the decent 8 have been pretty consistent, so we don't have the best wind. It's sort of cutting back behind us here, but I'm hoping he's going to come and swing around from the right, so I hope it won't mess him up. But he's been in here just about every night somewhere in between these 3 plots, and he was in here this morning, so if he comes back through here this evening, hopefully you'll get a crack at him. He's a pretty decent 9. His right side is really nice, but it's the side that's got 4 points, and then the left side comes out and it drops down, and then it's cool. He's got 5 on it, so he's pretty unique. But I got Tacticam out and caught him sparring around with a smaller buck the other evening, so, but it's pretty warm in this blind this evening. It's only in the 60s, but man, the sun's shining, it's pretty warm, so, but hopefully it'll all come together tonight, and we'll put one of them down. But stick with us. You're watching Inception TV. Circle right on in there. See if I can get the belt back. 43 right there. Shoot him.
Alright guys, well, as you can see, we didn't have much footage of Joey's buck, and we didn't have any of the recovery or anything, and the reason for that is because we were down here. You can probably see behind me here, that green spot down there, that's our kill plot, and there's some buck scrapes here on this little lane that I made. I got a Tacticam right there, and we were down here for the buck I eventually killed that I named Droopy, because he was coming out here every night, and I got a big food plot here, a destination food plot here, and he was walking right underneath my Tacticam, and I got a tree stand right over here, and I'll pan around and show you guys this a little bit here, but he was coming right under my Tacticam, right past my stand for the first part of the season, And like the first 4 days of the season, I couldn't hunt. He come right past my stand. And of course on the 5th day I was in the stand and he never showed up. But the night that Joey killed his buck, we were down here trying to get him. Figured he'd come the same way, and was hoping Joey would get him. But that other 8-point come through, and at first Joey wasn't going to shoot him. And I told him, I said, well, you know, why don't you pull your bow back? You know, he's hunted in a blind a few times. He killed his buck last year in the blind and stuff, but he's really not comfortable with, you know, the bow and the blind and stuff. So I told him, I said, now's a good chance, you know, get the bow pulled back and see if you can do it without spooking them or whatnot. That way, if, you know, Droopy or one of the bigger ones come by, you know, you'll be ready. So he did. He was holding it and holding it and holding it, and I kept thinking to myself, why is he holding it for so long if he's not going to shoot this deer? And, you know, as you can see on the video, the deer just keeps working his way down to us, and then he turns the corner and starts heading this set of straights on this lane. And then it stops, perfect broadside, and I had a feeling he was going to shoot. That's why he kept, you know, holding the bow back. You can hear me on the video. I said, are you going to shoot him? And then he let go and he shot. And it caught me by surprise. And I think he was actually surprised because he wasn't going to shoot him. But I was so shocked that, like, I just turned the camera off and didn't get the reaction. And, you know, I was like, why did you shoot him? I thought you weren't going to shoot him. And he said, well, he said, it was just too perfect. He said, when he turned right there, you know, he said, I never know how much time I'm going to have to hunt. And he said, that was a perfect shot. And it was on video. He said, so. He said, I was happy. He said, so why not? So it turned out to be a great deal, but I just didn't get the reaction and stuff on film like I was hoping. But this buck come right up here, and he's on my Tacticam. I'll try to put it in the video, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. But you can see the buck come out into the field, and then he cuts up like 30 yards from here, and I got another blind sitting up there. And he goes up there and he stands, and then he falls. And you can actually, I think I got the pictures of him when he's right here and when he's just out in the field. And then the video, you can see him up top and he falls, but I don't know how good it comes out, you know, if I try to put it in the video, but I'll see what happens. But he didn't go very far, like I said. He only went up to here, which is only 30 yards from the kill plot, and then he only went another 30 yards up here, so 60 yards total. But it was really warm, and, you know, we were trying to get out without spooking anything else, and like I said, he died right there. He wasn't even 60 yards from where I had the Polaris parked, so we didn't really have to do any tracking much or anything like that to get him. So, but we didn't get all that on there, but, you know, it was a great hunt as far as that goes. But anyhow, I just thought I'd give you a little background on that and why we didn't have the recovery and stuff like that. But, you know, it ended up being a great hunt with my best friend and getting to film him kill a buck. And, you know, we saw that bobcat that, you know, I put in there on the footage, so that was cool. That's the first time we ever really seen a bobcat. So it was a great hunt. But, so anyhow, that's the background on, you know, Joey's buck that he got, and I'm gonna intertwine the videos. I'm just gonna try to put his buck and then my buck, and then if we get some does or something, I'm just gonna try to make it into one video instead of keeping them separate. So I wanted to go ahead and throw this in there and let you guys know that, you know, why it cut off so short after he shot his buck. So anyhow, that's what happened, and the next part will be when I shot my buck named Droopy.
This is the lane from underneath the Tacticam heading down to the kill plot, and the blind sits right there on the right hand side. The scrapes are actually under those trees right there coming up from the kill plot. But these deer have been running right from the kill plot coming up here. Like I said, I got a Tacticam sitting right there. lane right underneath the tacticam. And then, like I said, I got a stand sitting right there. So they've been coming up from the kill plot up this lane, right under that stand, and then out into the field out here. And then, like I said, I got right up in there, there's another blind. And that's where Joey's deer come right up the side here, and he just fell over right there, so he didn't go very far at all. But that's what happened. Well guys, it's Friday, October 14th. I think earlier when we went in the buggy I said Thursday, huh? I don't know. It's Friday. It's Friday, October 14th. And we're back out here. Hoping one of the big boys move tonight. It's really windy. And I haven't gotten any pictures of any deer moving pretty much all day today, probably because of the wind, but hopefully it'll die down and we'll start moving. But another day in God's great outdoors here in PA, so hopefully we'll get some good footage and have something to show you later. So stick with us. You're watching Inception TV. Guys, we had a cold front come in a couple days ago, so I was hunting the last couple days. I was hunting a cold front, trying to catch up with one of my target bucks, but they didn't cooperate. So today it's back up in the 60s, so pretty warm out, but decided to have Joey come over. He's gonna try to fill his doe tag, so figured I'd take a couple days off during these high temperatures, and we're on the other side of the farm from where the bucks have been, and so hopefully we can have him fill a doe tag tonight. And once I start getting some buck movement again, if they start moving, even though it's supposed to be in the 70s here, but you know, we're reaching that last part of October, so you just never know. But so for right now, we're gonna try to do a little doe management, and hopefully he can fill his tag, and we'll see how the weather and what the cameras show, and go from there. But tonight it's doe management time, so stick with us. You're watching In Session TV. Just a hair over 30. What happened?
Well, guys, it's 6 o'clock, and about 15 minutes ago we had a doe come out, and Joey went to take a whack at her, and I don't know if the bow didn't blow up, but the arrow I think blew up. It
Exploded.
just knocked about right before the veins there. That and the knock, it broke it off and just exploded.
Knocked the string
all off.
Off everything. It sounded like a bomb going off.
So
thank God I didn't wound her though. The arrow actually
just
laying
fell
right
short
beside
on her.
her somewhere over there, but
yeah, the arrow fell just a hair short.
This was in the blind. So, look, I thought I hit the blind, but I didn't hit the blind though, that's for sure. But yeah, that's what happened. Something happened with the arrow. It just messed everything all up. Took the string off the bow and everything. But hey, that's the way it goes. That's hunting. Shit happens like that sometimes. So
we had her. She should have been done though. So they were moving good. But we'll get her fixed and we'll try again.
all right.
What's up, guys? It's Wednesday, October 26th, and we had a front come in late last night, early this morning, and it brought in about a half an inch of rain, and it rained pretty much all day today till about noon, 1 o'clock, and then it stopped. It's a little windy now, but pretty nice out. It's cooler than it has been. It's been in the 70s. Now it's only in the 50s, so we decided that, well, I guess I decided that it's going to come out after one of my target bucks tonight and have Joe film me. So we're going to take a night off from trying to get his doe, and hopefully we'll get a buck that's on its feet. So hopefully we'll have some killer footage, and if not, it'll just be another uneventful night. But we're hitting that magical time of year. Like I said, it's October 26th. You just never know. So stick with us. You're watching Inception TV. Guys, it's Saturday, October 29th, and it's about 4:30 right now, and I've had a couple of my shooters daylighting here in the last couple days. I actually had my #1 target buck. He daylighted on me yesterday at 10:30 in the morning. Come right past one of my blinds. And we went out last night. Joey come over to film me. But we only saw a doe and a button buck. But there was a pretty good, I think it was a pretty good 8-point. It was where I'm at now, watching this hidey hole here, this little kill plot. Northwoods Whitetail Seeds. It's only about 40 yards long by maybe 15, 20 yards wide. But he was in here about 5:45 last night. I got about 5 or 6 shooters running through here that I got on camera. And I've had all but 1 or 2 of them that haven't daylighted yet. But they're not being consistent. But hopefully tonight, one of them makes a mistake. There's a couple good 8s. There's a 9-point I'll call Droopy. There's a 10-point, my #1 hit lister that I call Tank. there's another 10 point that I call crab claws. And then there's one, I'm not sure exactly what he is, but I think he's another 10, but we call him bulldozer. And got a 9 point we call Droopy, because he comes up off his brow tine and then he bends down to the left. And I had him the most consistent until him and Bulldozer got into it one night. And then I stopped seeing him at Droopy in the daylight. But like I said, it's October 29th now, and even though I haven't seen any real cruising or chasing yet, you know, they can pick up at any time. In this weather, it sucks. Right now it's almost 70 degrees, but it is what it is. You gotta hunt regardless. So. I got a groundhog out here right now that's eating all my radishes. I ought to put an arrow through him, but anyhow, I'm gonna get off here and get to hunting, but like I said, my shooters are starting daylight. As long as I can keep getting out and getting after them, I feel pretty confident, but we'll see how tonight goes. So, stick with us. You're watching Inception TV. Buggers chowing down. Well, guys, it's November 2nd. It's about 10 minutes after 3. I just got out here and got set up. Joey come with me, but he's over on the other side of the farm. And I'm self-filming myself tonight, so... But anyhow, like I said, it's November 2nd. I've been playing cat and mouse now for about the last 3 or 4 days with all my shooters. And they've daylighted a couple of times. Of course, when I couldn't get out. Anybody that follows along with us knows that I take care of my parents and I have to be home at 10 to hand out pills. So my number one target, hit Lister, he daylighted the other day at 10:30, 11 in the morning. So, and then ever since then I haven't seen nothing. My cams have went totally blank. I haven't gotten barely any does. None of the shooters, just small buck here and there. But this morning, I was out yesterday morning because, you know, 1st of November, I thought it'd be really, really good. But it was foggy in the morning, and I sat until 10 o'clock, like I said, 10 o'clock I gotta leave. But it was so foggy that come 8:30, 9 o'clock, it was just getting to where I could see, so I really only had about an hour. So this morning, I woke up and I looked outside and it was even foggier yet. So I thought, well, there's not much sense in me going. Time the fog lifts, I probably won't be able to hunt very much before I have to run home. So, and I had some errands to run, so I wanted to get them out of the way. I thought that'd be a perfect time. Well, of course, come 7:30, I get a picture of one of the big tens I'm after. And it's foggy in front of the blind, but it's not near as foggy as it was everywhere else. And then after that, at about 9:30, one of the big eights that I've seen that I would shoot come through chasing a doe. So, of course, I'm at home checking the camera, and I'm at this, I'm kicking myself in the butt. But I'm excited because this is the first day that I've ever seen the big ones really cruising on their feet. So I'm out running my errands. I just get home about, I think it was just around noon. And I get a picture of a big, big eight. And he's in front of over there where Joey's at now. Of course, Joey's already got his buck, but he's over there where Joey's at. So I had three shooters on camera this morning. But hopefully that just means things are finally starting to pick up. The weather's terrible. It's 60 and it's supposed to go to 70. And the wind's almost dead calm. I haven't even given interviews the last couple of times I've been out hunting because we haven't had any wind, and I didn't want to talk on camera because I was so close to where I figured they would be bedding and stuff. So, but like I said, three shooters showed up this morning on my camera, so hopefully, they're up and moving, starting to get after some of these does and checking them and everything. So hopefully from here on out it'll be picking up. So, first week in November, that's why they call it Sweet November. So stick with us. Hopefully I can put down a nice buck tonight, or hopefully Joey have some luck putting down a doe. But these next couple weeks should be good, so stick with us. You're watching Inception TV. these bucks have been wearing me out. I would be here, they would be in front of another blind. I'd be in one stand, they'd be in front of another. And finally, I was just sitting here. It's 5:30 right now. And I looked up, and not even 5 yards in front of me, I see this rack coming to the right of the blind. I mean, he was so close, I was like, man, he's gonna spook when I hit the safety on this bow. But he come right out in front of me, and I slowly clicked off the safety. He heard it, but he didn't spook. And he come right out in front of me, and I don't know, you'll probably be able to hear it on the video. I had my grunt call hanging on my tripod here, and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get the camera on, because like I said, he was right there. I mean, he wasn't even 4 yards in front of me, but I thought I'm going to go for it, and I hit the camera on, and when I did that, I must have bumped the grunt call, because you can hear it, and he sort of hopped, but he stopped, and he was like at 5 yards still. And I said, I'm taking it, you know, regardless of if it's on film or not. So I don't know if it's on film or not, but yes, finally, November 3rd. Thank you, Lord. Okay, guys, I just shot this buck, and I think I rattled him in. I'm not sure if he come to the rattling or not, but like I said, he come 5 yards here. I'm gonna walk out here and check my arrow real quick. I called Joe, he's gonna meet me at the house, but I'm gonna walk out here and see what we got. He came right through here, and the blind's right there. We got blood. Dead Ringer Super Freak Extreme. Good blood.
There's your arrow. That's definitely got good blood on it. Look at the fletching. Nice, buddy.
I'm going to go up and come down that other thing so I don't have to walk through this. Because he's on the other side of that at least. But I want to know where he's at.
You want me to stay over here?
Yeah, I just want to know where you're at.
Yeah. The brother smoked one. I do believe he's right over there laying. I guess if he heard him crash, so. Yeah, buddy. He's going across here to see where he's at on the other side here, so that's the like where he went in at. Huh? Alright. He found him. Yeah, buddy. Go right around here. See where we're at here. Whoa. Wow. Yeah, I can smell it.
Smells good. Yeah, they went right through. Nice shot. I thought that was the ass end of the shot. Yeah.
Nice buck.
That is Droopy.
Is it?
Yep. I can see it hanging down. That's gold Droopy.
Wow.
Gold Droopy.
Awesome job, brother. That is
I
him.
thought he was bigger than that.
Nice buck. Get her done. Hang on.
Alright guys, it's November 3rd and I finally met up with a buck I called Droopy. And I call him Droopy because on his brow tine here you can see it drops down and comes up pretty unique. But just a good solid overall 9-pointer, nice big deer. I figured he's probably 3.5, but finally caught up with them tonight. These bucks have started daylight the day before yesterday, and pretty much all my target bucks have daylighted, but I'd be in one blind, they'd be in front of the other, and couldn't catch up with them. This heat hasn't helped, but it's almost 70 degrees now. About 5 o'clock, I did a rattling sequence, and I don't know if he came to the rattling or not, to be honest, but I did a rattling sequence, and about 25 minutes later, I just looked up and here he was coming to the right of the blind, not even 5 yards away. All I saw was his rack, and I knew he was so close he was going to hear the safety pop off on the bow, but I decided I was going to go for it. And when I hit it, he heard it, but I figured he'd look in the blind, but he never even looked in the blind. He just looked straight ahead, and then he went back to eating. So I wanted to try to get him on camera, and I wanted to turn the camera on, and I had my grunt call hanging off my neck, hanging down. When I went to hit the camera on, it knocked into my tripod. You can hear it on the video. Well, that spooked him, and he just jumped. He didn't jump back, but he just jumped to his left about 5 yards, and he was just pretty much out of frame, I think, for the shot. But I think you can see my arrow go. You just can't see it hit because the way he was quartering away. I mean, I hit him perfect, but at that close, you better. So, but yeah, that's
Big deer, though. Big deer.
I got on the phone, called Joseph to meet me at the house. I figured I'd give him some time to make sure he's expired, and went up, and Joey met me at the house. We come down and got the arrow, and he didn't go, what, 50 yards, 75 maybe? I don't know. He didn't go very far. I heard him crash after I shot, so I figured he didn't go any further. But that Dead Ringer Super Freak Extreme really did a number on him. I don't want to show you, but he's got lungs sticking out the other side of him, so it really did a number on him. He wasn't going anywhere, but I like to get some real good pictures and stuff with them, but it's like I said, it's 70 degrees, so I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Try to find a processor that's going to be open late or something, but see what happens. Joey got his buck, and now I put old Droopy down, so between all of us getting turkeys, and now 2 bucks down. We're doing pretty good, so stick with us. You're watching Inception TV.